What's going down, everybody? Welcome back to Top 5 in 5 right here on Commander Cookout. Today, my top 5 Dominaria United pickups. These are the cards that I think are going to make the biggest splash in your Commander decks. If you like CCO, these are the cards that you're going to want to pick up. If you want to pick them up, you go to fusiongamingonline.com, use CCO Spring promo code to get 5% off your whole dang old order. Great deal. If you want to help shape our content, if you want to become part of CCO Nation, you head over to patreon.com/CCO podcast, pick a reward tier that's right for you, be part of the best community that there is. Now, number five, Soul of Windgrace. I think this is a great card late game, a 5/4 for 4. It's great already. It lets you get land cards back from any graveyard. You destroy somebody's Gaia's Cradle with your Wastelander, your Strip Mine, or your Ghost Quarter. You get their Gaia's Cradle. If you're playing a lands deck, you can discard those extra lands late game, draw cards, gain life. You get benefit any which way from Tuesday with this card. I think it's great. Number 4 is the first of 2 cycles, and this is the Tribal Lord cycle. These are 2-mana lords for merfolk or for elves or for goblins or for whatever. I think that they're great because by themselves, they're already good. By themselves, they give all the rest of your team, if you're playing a tribal deck, and you know we like tribal on CCO, they give your team a pump, and then they've got some other tribal benefit on top of that. I think that these cards fit right into any tribal deck. They're subtype great, in addition to just being like merfolk tribal. You've got a merfolk wizard in Vodalian Hexcatcher, for example. Great type merfolk, a tribe that I think in Commander could use a bonus, and great subtype in wizard, because that does matter as well. I think this whole cycle is great. You might want to pick up one of each, extended art, foil, because over the long run, these are the kinds of cards that randomly are going to be like a $15 foil in a couple years, because merfolk's a thing in older formats, elves a thing in older formats, so get them now. Number 3 is another cycle. This is the Defiler cycle. You like Phyrexian mana? Great. You like casting stuff for free? Great. You like paying life to get stuff? Great. These are them. You pay 2 life instead of paying a colored pip for whatever color that you're playing. Special props to the blue one, because that one allows you to draw cards when you cast a blue permanent spell. Special props to the red one, because you know that red storm is a thing. We've talked about it in previous top 5 and 5s. Get them now. Get them in foil. These are going to be cards that you're going to want to play. Number 2, Plaza of Heroes. This is number 1 on a lot of people's lists, but here, number 2. This is like maybe improved Command Tower, or maybe worse Command Tower. Whether it's just a little bit better or whether it's just a little bit worse, that puts it among best lands in the entire format. This is the card that I think is going to go into more decks than any other card in Dominaria United. This card is fantastic. It provides protection. It provides mana of any color. It enters the battlefield untapped, so you can still cast mana rocks and stuff off it if you can't cast your commander on turn 1. All around great card. Again, pick them up before they do what Command Tower did and get expensive, because there's only 1 printing. But in the future, do look for this card to be special printings, promo printings, alternate arts. Look for this card like we have Path of Ancestry, or like we have Command Tower in 87 different arts and 87 different printings now. Okay. And the number 1 card from Dominaria United, the card that I like better than Plaza of Heroes, this is Sarah Paragon. This card's a major boon for white. It's another thing that lets us do stuff from our graveyard in white, which both gives us reanimation, gives us combo potential, gives us land ramp potential. It gives white staying power. It's another thing that you can add to your white arsenal that lets white play the long game, that catches white up to the rest of the color. Sure, you can only get a small thing. Sure, when it dies next time, it gets exiled, but sometimes all you need is that 1 extra land, or that 1 extra creature, or that 1 extra ETB for a second time after you've sacrificed it the first time. I don't recommend paying pre-release prices. This card price is still a little bit elevated, but if you can find it for cheap, do pick it up, because I think it's great. Probably second best card in the set after Plaza of Heroes. Pick them up. And if you do pick them up, you go to fusiongamingonline.com, use CCO Spring promo code. If you're going to buy a bunch of stuff, you use CCO Perks, you get 10% kickback. Both great ways to support the show and get a great discount. Final way to support the show is going to patreon.com/CCO podcast. Find a reward tier that's right for you. Get your name listed in this video. Big thanks to our editor.